right, well, here we are, and we're going to start off with the musical cultural segment, or one of them. We're going to talk to a friend of ours, Mark Dvorak. Good morning to you, Mark.
Hey, good morning, Michael and Katie.
Welcome, Mark.
It's good to be back at the Heartland.
It's great to
have you on this stage again. I think you should come more often.
I think so, yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about what's going on in your life. You work at the Old Town School. You probably do other things. You have a wonderful new album out. It's very pretty, and it's got some great sounding songs. It's called Mark Dvorak, Time Ain't Got Nothin on Me, Nothing on Me.
Nothing on me.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and what you've been up to.
Well, for the last year, we've been working on this CD, which is released by Waterbug, a great label. And John Abbey and I, it seems like we were married last year, working on the songs and the arrangements, and so now it's out, and I'm very excited about it. We're getting a lot of airplay around the country, and it's number 23 on the national folk charts and number 6 in Illinois Roots Music. So I'm very excited, and people are digging the songs, and so that's all that's been really going on. I'm still teaching at the Old Town School, and which is buzzing more than ever before. And I'm now in my 25th year as a music instructor, helping carry forward Win Strachey's beautiful dream.
So we're going to have a whole lot of really hotshot musicians coming along over the next few years.
Well, the world always welcomes harmony and music, you know, and
you got it.
We have to do our part.
That's a good theme for the week, the world welcoming harmony. I'm amazed that there's a folk chart that there's actually numbers.
You're not more amazed than I am.
Really, honest to God.
Yeah.
I mean, from when we were kids and the top 10 and all that sort of, it was based on radio being something different than it is today.
Yeah.
And it was based on recording the whole world being different than what it is today.
You know, the music world is like a lot of our world. It's very fragmented, and you know, and it's lots of little communities, lots of little niches, and you know, whatever you think of the new digital technology, it's here to stay. But people are finding each other around the kinds of music they like, and you know, this is the way music gets passed around now, or one of the ways, and I'm glad, you know, my stuff is generally kind of traditional sounding, and I'm very happy that it's being received well. You know, sometimes I feel like an old rusty hinge, you know, with all the hip sounds and the great sounds coming out, and I'm still plunking away on my banjo and guitar, but
well, then why don't you just give us a little example of the plunking away? What song are you going to play from your new album, Time Ain't Got Nothin on Me?
We're going to try one called It'll Be Better When It's Better, I suppose.
Hallelujah.
Oh, the sky's falling down and the creek is coming up. That old rickety bridge, Lord, is running out of luck. Nothing left to do but let the river overflow. It'll be better, it'll be better, it'll be better when it's better, I suppose. It'll be better, it'll be better, it'll be better when it's better, I suppose. Oh, the times are getting harder and the money's getting tight and the cost of living's killing me. Nothing's going right now, the polar cap is melting, the desert's gonna blow. It'll be better, it'll be better, it'll be better when it's better, I suppose. It'll be better, it'll be better, it'll be better when it's better, I suppose. When I was a little kid, I did what I was told. Now I go to work each morning in a corporate blindfold, feeling like it's getting late. The gate is gonna close. It'll be better, it'll be better, it'll be better when it's better, I suppose. It'll be better, it'll be better, it'll be better when it's better, I suppose. I dug myself a hole, I fell right in. Then a man comes along, asking me where I've been. He said I never really cared, just lets the four winds blow. It'll be better, it'll be better, it'll be better when it's better, I suppose. It'll be better, it'll be better, it'll be better when it's better, I suppose. I I sat down and wrote a letter to the president, and I asked him where the hell he thought the Constitution went. He called me back this afternoon. He said he didn't know. It'll be better. It'll be better. It'll be better when it's better, I suppose. It'll be better. It'll be better. It'll be better when it's better, I suppose. Picking at the scab is never gonna make it heal, and every broken bone will teach you how it's really gonna feel. But the sun is gonna rise again, the rooster's gonna crow. It'll be better, it'll be better, it'll be better when it's better, I suppose. It'll be better, it'll be better, it'll be better when it's better, I suppose. Oh, the sky is falling down and the creek is coming up. That old rickety bridge, Lord, is running out of luck. Nothing left to do but let the river overflow. It'll be better, it'll be better, it'll be better when it's better, I suppose. It'll be better, it'll be better, it'll be better when it's better, I suppose.
I'm feeling better already. I'm feeling better already. That's Mark Dvorak. Really
Mark,
nice.
That's
really
lovely.
Nice.
Dang, you can do it.
Oh, thanks.
You've got a great
What
voice.
inspires you? What I know you've got a couple songs coming up during the breaks. We're going to play them. One of them is the saddest town in Illinois. So you told me that's a little bit of an anti-war song.
Yeah.
We'll do that at the next break. But what kind of world events, what kind of actions among the people inspire you in your writing?
Well, Michael, it's, I've got all these grand ideas sketched out on paper. And
We should have a team of grand idea folks.
And then when I'm walking, I picked up a newspaper and read an article called "The Saddest Town in Illinois," and it's about Paris, Illinois, and how the young people there were among the first to go over to Iraq in 2003, and they were a transportation unit, and here they were, not trained in combat, dodging missiles and stuff, and they were the first to be buried, and it was just touching, And I walked around. I went to, Paris, Illinois. I might have said Danville, but it's Paris, Illinois.
No, you said Paris.
And you walk around the town square, and there's the stars hanging up in the, and according to the article, the old people, the interviewer asked the old people sitting around in the coffee shop, "Are you angry? Are you angry?" And it's a very conservative area, and the guy said, "We're just sad, Yeah. And I couldn't put that away, and it picks at you, while you're thinking of your great things you're going to do. These things pick at you. It's always the little things, or a human touch, or a human conversation, and they're in there, and I think you need this material, you need this grist of your grand ideas to interact with these sharp little human experiences you get, and out of it, comes a point that's clear, and then you got to try to work and get it together,
When did you know that you were going to be a musician, an actual songwriter, performer, a teacher? How did this all come along in your life, Mark Dvorak?
I've had a long apprenticeship, Michael, and you get to the point when you're 26, 27 years old, and you realize you can't do anything else, and you start concentrating on the work that's in front of you.
You realize you can't do anything else in your 20s? God help us.
Well, I was slow. But I was lucky enough to meet, like Win Strachey. He lived up at the retirement home up here in Evanston. I used to go visit him. And, when you're a kid, you want to be Bob Dylan and Neil Young, and then you meet a guy who's had his feet on the ground his whole life, who worked for change and used music as that tool. And, after a while, you begin to realize, well, this is how you do it. This is how you make your life at music. You don't wait for Columbia Records or Ahmet Ertegun to call you, You go, there's people around there. We have the Old Town School of Folk Music. We have places like the Heartland Cafe and the Grafton Pub, and this is where people come to look for one another, and music helps us all get along and find things to agree with and find things to disagree with.
Part of it is you were born into this city, this great hotbed of great folk music and historic. Windstrachey is a great name to say out loud on the radio.
That's right.
Tell people who he was,
Yeah,
actually.
say something about Windstrachey.
Oh, Windstrachey was a visionary. He was an actor and a singer way back in the 1930s.
Yeah.
And he was on, he and Studs Terkel met from the People's Chicago Repertory Group, which was an improvised theater group, and they worked mostly with labor unions.
Right.
And, Wynn got, during the years of the House and Un-American activities, Wynn lost his network broadcasting position, and in his own words, he said, well, I'd always thought about starting a folk music school, and now I had a little time on my hands. And so he met Frank Hamilton, a very gifted teacher.
Hamilton, Camp, and all those guys.
That different Hamilton, but Frank Hamilton, and he's this brilliant teacher who's still working down in Atlanta, but he was able, because of his ability to teach many people at the same time, the school was born, and I was lucky enough to meet these people, and I'm just scrambling around and playing in the coffee shops and so forth, and there's bigger ideas out there that take a long time to set forth, and their whole idea was not about having a hit record. Their whole idea was getting people to get together and have a common base
music.
of songs, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Michael.
Well, one of the people that played over at the Old Town School in the old days was Big Bill Brunzi.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to say, my first album I bought, I think, maybe it was after Johnny Ace and Pledging My Love back in the 50s, but was a Columbia Adventure album of Big Bill Brunzi, which was this, this blues music that was, I was a teenager in Connecticut, and it was pretty exciting. And I understand his guitar is still there in the museum at the Old Town School.
Yeah, I've got that LP, by the way.
Oh, okay.
and Big Bill, there's a new biography came out. I have it in my bag here, written by Bob Reisman.
You two are freaking me out
I
now.
feel so good, and we're having a big tribute to Big Bill at the school on June 17th, and it should be noticed that or noted that Big Bill, along with Wynn and Frank and Don Greening, Gertrude Solkert, and a whole community of people, Bill helped start that Old Town School. He didn't live long enough to really become involved, but he sat there on classes. He was there at opening night. He interacted with people, and he signed on to the idea that Wynn and Frank were putting forward.
You're listening to Live from the Heartland, and our first guest this morning being our good friend and the great talent, Mark Dvorak, who just sang a beautiful song. We're also we're remembering another friend, right, Michael?
We are. We're on the 9th of May is the birthday of Tom Dundee, and I think it's about 5 years since Tom passed away. And actually, we found out about it the morning that Kat Eggleston was supposed to come on the radio. And someone called me from a hospital to tell me that Tom had been in a motorcycle accident. They just called his phone. And he's a guy who played at the Old Town School, and he's a guy who played a lot of clubs. He was certainly post that first group of folk singers around Chicago. He was in the next wave. What do you remember about Tom Dundee?
I remember when I started getting curious about Chicago folk music, and of course I knew of Stevie Goodman and John Prine and Bonnie Colac, and when I started, sniffing around at the open stages at the Earl of Old Town, or No Exit Cafe, or Somebody Else's Trouble, and Tom's name was everywhere, and I saw him perform countless times, and I thought, someday, I don't know, I just wanted to be like him in some ways, but he was the guy in Chicago, everybody knew him, everyone respected him. He was thoroughly entertaining and thoughtful, and I didn't really get to know Tom till we both signed into Michael Smith and Barbara Barrow's Weavermania show, and all of a sudden there we were roommates, on the road, and I wish we had more time to talk about some of our adventures. Tom's life was an adventure.
It was.
People
Absolutely.
should know that. Every day he was born again. And if you could take
In the
it,
best sense of the word.
Yeah, in the best sense of the word.
that's right. He was curious and funny and careful and thoughtful. He was an idiot.
Everybody thought he was their best friend, you know.
He
made everyone feel like he was their best friend.
That's exactly right. And
he was my neighbor across the hall for a while.
He actually cooked in the Heartland in the first couple of weeks that we were open.
Yeah.
And our buddy Donna Adler is sitting over there, and she put on a nice memory. A little program out at Lily's down on Lincoln Avenue on the anniversary of Tom's passing, and every year a group gets together to remember the songs and remember Tom, so it's nice of Donna
Thanks
to come by.
for being here, Donna.
Well, we're going to play a little clip from
let's do.
Tom Dundee. Eli's down in the studio, and he's going to give us a little bit of Delicate Balance, one of the songs that Tom wrote and is well known for, and people play it around the land.
And we're back. That was Tom Dundee, our dear late friend, singing A Delicate Balance. It's an album that's on the jukebox at the Heartland Cafe, one of the great jukeboxes in the land. And Mark Dvorak is going to send us off this segment of the show and prepare us for Sandra Schulberg, who's up next, with Take Me With You When You Go.
And that's going to be on the Heartland Jukebox this week, too.
Also, markdvorak.com is the website to check out and find where his new CD can be found and what's going on. Every first and third Tuesday it happens a great jam, right?
Yeah, we have a folk jam at the Grafton. Come on by. It's free. Bring your instruments.
That's
Sing
the
with
Grafton, as opposed to Old Town School, which we've been talking about in the rest of the interview.
Right next door.
Right next door is right. Mark, what a pleasure to have you. Sing away, my brother.
You said this town could never hold you in, and living here this year has been wearing kinda thin. This morning I stopped by so you would know to take me with you when you're gonna go. If I had to stay here without you, the nights would be so long and the days would be so blue. I'd miss you more than you would ever know. So take me with you when you're gonna go. Take me with you when you're gonna go. Don't leave me here alone. You know I love you so. Hold me close so I'll always know. And take me with you when you're gonna go. You know, last night I hardly slept at all, and I thought I heard your footsteps coming down the hall. And I swear I heard your voice so soft and low. Please take me with you when you're gonna go. Take me with you when you're gonna go. Don't leave me here alone. You know I love you so. Hold me close so I'll always know. And take me with you when you're gonna go. Please take me with you when you're gonna go.
Mark Dvorak on Live from the Heartland, once again, our good friend, our neighbor, and an ally in so many populous kinds of notions, musically and community-wise. We love you, Mark. Thanks so much for getting up and playing breakfast music for the customers here. Wasn't he great, you guys?
Really nice, really nice. Those kind of tunes just jerk my heart around.
They do indeed.
My heart is jerked.
It's official.